stepping out the shadow of twin brother Scraps, Bradley Wuskin Marshall has, for the first time in his professional Call of Duty career, cemented himself as a world-class player.
It was a 1v3, now it's a 1v2. They get baited out, zero snipes there as well. 1v1, Wuskins, can you go all the way?
He throws out the equipment, and with 12 seconds left, the 5 spree comes in, and Wuskin finds the 1v3 for the Ravens.
There's no denying that Scraps has always been the more highly sought-after twin throughout the pair's COD careers. After all, Matthew Marshall was already in the limelight back in 2016, reaping the rewards of the Call of Duty World League with Epsilon, while Wuskin watched from the sidelines. But it wasn't long before Wuskin began to follow in his brother's footsteps, making his professional debut alongside his brother and European legend Tommy on a new Fnatic team at the start of Infinite Warfare. It was a big first step to take for a player who'd never competed on LAN, and Wuskin credited Scraps for providing the platform to allow him to compete. He said,
"My brother had like a team. He was already at Costas Pro, and he gave me an opportunity. To this day, I will never forget it. It's the biggest thing I've ever done."
In a season that saw most of Europe's established talent stacked on other rosters, Fnatic weren't expected to make much of a dent internationally. In their debut at CWL London, the team only reached the top 8, even among entirely European competition. By the end of the season though, Fnatic had legitimate upset potential, and some of that growth could be attributed to Wuskin's own development under the leadership of one of Europe's most veteran and successful players. The brothers stuck together after their time at Fnatic came to an end, and joined Unilad for the World War II season. They struggled to find consistency though, and it wasn't long before Scraps, who was still seen as the more talented twin, left for Red Reserve. Wuskin had said publicly that he wouldn't take it personally if Scraps ever left for a better team. "I don't want to hold my brother back," he said. "If he got an offer to join a team that I know is better than our current one, I want him to take it. I know he would want the same for me." And though losing Scraps seemed like it would be detrimental for Unilad, the addition of Zed complemented Wuskin's playstyle, and they managed to retain their energy. The new roster shocked the Call of Duty world when they knocked out Optic Gaming in the losers bracket of the CWL Anaheim Open. Once again, Wuskin experienced glimpses of the spotlight.
Can they find Wuskin? There's so much pressure coming in. Wuskin's gonna line up a couple. There's one, there's two, third pushes from the back, he challenges that, and Wuskin!
But it wasn't quite enough to propel him from a European talent with potential to a world-class player. But things got better in Black Ops 4. Wuskin moved to Team Reciprocity and managed a third-place finish at CWL Fort Worth, eliminating his brother Scraps' Red Reserve in the process. Although the team experienced turmoil, with Wuskin's long-term teammate Tommy benching himself and roster swaps mid-season, Wuskin managed to slowly grind his way to becoming one of the best assault rifle players in the game, and finished top 6 at CWL Champs in 2019.
And this is for everything. They have to go. Both teams are about to clash in a titanic battle as Formal tries to get a kill. Sky gets a Z, Sky gets 2, Alex takes down Formal, looking for it. Wuskin's just trying to push, he sees a player, he gets the hit marker as well. And now it's a 2 vs 3, it's a 1 vs 3, his flag goes down. And Reciprocity keep on moving forward into this one.
So it wasn't a massive surprise when he was announced by the London Royal Ravens as their first franchise player, representing his home team alongside none other than his twin brother Scraps. Since the pair had parted, Scraps had established himself as a top-tier talent in Black Ops 4 during his time at FaZe Clan. Most would have expected Scraps to dominate the spotlight once again, but no one could have predicted what happened next. London Royal Ravens took the stage in Minnesota on day 2 of launch weekend, making their debut against New York Subliners. Among many more veteran and accomplished players on both sides of the match, it was Wuskin who stepped forward as the dominant force. The Subliners took an early lead on a hardpoint, but the Ravens remained composed yet energetic. They bounced back, ending the map with a 250 to 148 hardpoint win.
London absolutely run the first map.
Wuskin got the second most kills on his team, and the highest KD by a healthy margin. The 22-year-old, who's always been comfortable on Search and Destroy, oozed confidence as he took on a 1v3 with his sniper to secure a crucial round for the Ravens.
It was a 1v3, now it's a 1v2. Wuskins How much more has he got in this snipe? If Attach peaks, gets a little eager, he's going down, but he has to watch out though, because Zero is on his right-hand side.
Oh no.
Oh! He finds the ankle, but it's not enough. Can he clean up the kill, or is he going to get baited out? Zero snipes there as well. 1v1! Wuskins, can you go all the way?
He's got the time to do it. 20 seconds left. Zero versus Wuskins, the snipers for each team. He spots him, but Zero's jiggle peeking perfectly. He throws out the equipment, and with 12 seconds left, the 5 spree comes in, and Wuskin finds the 1v3 for the Ravens, and what an energy boost that'll give him into round number 3. Wow.
They went on to lock in map 2 with a win. Domination was a massacre. Despite some tactical errors on both sides, Wuskin was a man on a mission. With a KD of 1.88, the AR player killed almost anyone that crossed his path, helping the Ravens to a clean 3-0 sweep over the subliners.
London are right back on point. C's being captured now. B's about to be made neutral. I mean, this is powerful stuff from the Ravens. They're just taking over.
Yeah, again, it's just that pressure on their home flag time and time again. The Ravens just seem to have this rotation down, and the Ravens seem to have that kill feed all to themselves. But the Royal Ravens come out on top. It's a thumbs up from Scraps as a 3-0 sweep. What a convincing victory. What a mark on the CDL.
Despite later falling to a cleaner Paris Legion side, Wuskin still remained as one of the most unforgettable players in the launch weekend, ending the event with the highest overall KD in the entire league. It was a truly world-class performance in front of thousands of Call of Duty fans, and silenced the doubters who questioned the potential of this Ravens roster going into the event. He had an opportunity to prove himself once again in front of a home crowd at the next CDL event in London, and he did just that. In the Ravens' first ever home map, Wuskin showed the fans exactly why he's now considered one of the best Modern Warfare players in the league. Taking no time at all to pop off on Ramaza, his stylish triple kill set the arena on fire and eventually helped the Ravens to an easy 3-1 victory over the Toronto Ultra, advancing to round 2 in their group.
It's all down to the kills, 248 to 181 right now, and now they need to get on it.
There, it's the contest. Dylan's going to win the gunfight. Scraps is going to find the kills, but once again, you have to get on the point.
It was a rematch between the Ravens and the New York Subliners, whom they obliterated just a week before, but the home team showed some major inconsistencies as they were nearly knocked out by the Subliners. The Marshall twins gave their fans something to cheer about in Search and Destroy though, with Wuskin once again proving how handy he is with a sniper as the pair took down 4 of the subliners by themselves.
It looks like Wuskin might be able to make it through! Woohoo!
Coast is clear, says Wuskin.
Put the bomb down, Scraps has got to find his kills now, there's one!
No.
The Marshalls!
No.
The Marshalls!
No! Don't you dare!
But Wuskin wasn't done just yet, once again becoming a monster on domination and killing absolutely everything in his sight. After snatching up a 5-player multi-kill, the Ravens managed to come back from 2-0 down to pull off an incredible reverse sweep. Things were looking good for the Royal Ravens to go all the way to the final in front of their home crowd, but it all fell apart in the semis. In a heartbreaking turn of events, London got a taste of their own medicine as they themselves suffered a reverse sweep at the hands of Dallas Empire. Though he couldn't quite carry his team all the way to victory, Wuskin still managed to put on the performance of his life. It was a massive 35 kill gain from Wuskin that helped secure an incredibly close Game 1, but back-to-back 30 kill performances in domination and the second hardpoint weren't quite enough to pull London over the finish line. In the deciding Search and Destroy game on Piccadilly, Wuskin once again led the scoreboard for his team in a tough 6-4 defeat. It wasn't quite the result that the Royal Ravens were looking for in London, but yet again, Wuskin ended the weekend as one of the top players statistically, rounding things off with the second highest KD and impressing more than just the home fans. Caster Benson named Wuskin as his MVP at London.
The guy has been playing out of his mind. His family's here. The feeling that must be from a player to be able to play at a top level in front of your family, it must be amazing. And for me, he's carrying London Royal Ravens right now. He is truly top-notch. I've been so impressed with him.
There's still a long way to go if Wuskin truly wants to claim this year as his, and his next major test is rapidly approaching at CDL Atlanta. The most dangerous squad in the Call of Duty League right now might be Atlanta FaZe, Ranked by many as the top team after the CDL launch weekend, FaZe were absent from CDL London, but they'll be looking to tighten their grip on the throne on home soil. Not only might FaZe be the strongest team in the league, but they also house two of the top contenders for the best player, Simp and aBeZy. The young duo are hot off a Call of Duty Championships win in their rookie seasons in 2019, and are already getting the nod from many of their fellow pros as the deadliest players in Modern Warfare.
I would have to say either Simp or aBeZy. Simp and aBeZy just always have a good understanding of the game. They're cracked 24/7, and they're just really good all-around players.
Simp or aBeZy, I scrim them in the back, and I try to stay confident, but I definitely would give those guys credit. They are insane at this game for sure.
Probably Simp or aBeZy, just because they know how to play the game. They put so much pressure on the map, and then their team is also very good at SND, but the collective unit is just very good.
Royal Ravens will find themselves in the same group as FaZe and Atlanta, meaning they'll go head-to-head if both win their opening matches. While many viewers will likely pick FaZe to win the series, the question of the world's best player could still be up for discussion if Wuskin can maintain his blistering form in that match. When it comes to evaluating individual players, team success isn't always everything. However, it will be hard to argue Wuskin's case if London aren't ever able to establish themselves as a real title contender, especially when the likes of Simp and aBeZy seem destined to be showing off their talents in finals for most of the year. Right now though, Wuskin brings massive slaying power, assault rifle consistency, and an ability to turn search and destroy rounds single-handedly. It's an incredibly potent combination, which makes him one of the most exciting players to watch in the entire Call of Duty League.